Okay, welcome to the hip mobility routine. You can follow this routine as many times as you like, and you'll watch yourself improve your mobility, your flexibility, and your performance in and outside of the gym. So let's begin. When you're ready, grab yourself a comfortable mat. What you're gonna need is a little bit of space, so let's get started. First, we're gonna start and just grab your toes like this. Take a deep breath in. And let go. And from here, in this 90-90 position, what I want you to do with no hands is rotate to your left, like this, then up, then rotate to your right, okay? If you're struggling, put your hands behind you like this, then go up, around, through, up, around, and through, okay? The goal is to do no hands like this. And we're just gonna come up and around. Try to keep your knees and your legs 90 degrees, okay? If you start doing this, you're getting overcompensation, which means we need to practice this more to unlock this hip. If it gets blocked, our lower body starts to move with it. We have to try and stay completely still in the upper body whilst we move these hips around. Okay? So your next one from here, what we would do is we just sit like this and just enjoy this stretch if you can. All we're going to do here is just open up the hips. Then your next one is bring your hands in like this, and I want you to bring it in and out, in and out. And just do a few of these for me. If it cramps up, if the leg starts to cramp, it means you have a tight quad or a weak quad, your hip flexor. But don't worry too much about that now. All we're going to do is move it across, left and right. If it cramps, just leave this one out, then go left and right, like this. And just move this leg as you need to, left and right. All we're doing here is getting some blood flow to the hip so we can start to move it. And when you finish that, sit back up straight, open your legs. Take a deep breath in. Hands up like this. You can bring this leg in like this, then raise this foot up, then come around like that, and then pop up like this, okay? This is a great hip flexor opener and allows your glutes to work whilst in this movement. So you come up and down, then swap it around like this. In, up, around, and then pop, back down. If you're getting confused, just go wide again, bring one foot in towards the knee, other leg comes up, this comes round, and then pop. Again, if we're struggling, use your hands if you need to allow a little bit of overcompensation, like this, okay? If you're using your hands, it means your hips are tight, and they're not allowing you to move how you want to move. These hips need to be nice and mobile, because a nice mobile hip also allows your lower back to be a bit more free. If the lower back has to move like this around it, then we start to aggravate it, okay? So opening up these hips is powerful because it allows the whole body and the spine to move freely as it needs to, okay? So we do one more, coming round here, through, and boom, like that, okay? Now sit here for me. Bring this foot out. You're gonna lift this leg back through into this position like this. I just want you to hold it. Grab your toes and bring your legs down and then pull it. And just take a deep breath. Those of you who are struggling with this, I'm going to show you something now, which is important. If you're not, just hold this stretch for me. So look, if my hips are tight, I'm like this, my lower back does this, okay? The goal is to open up the hips to allow that lower back to breathe, okay? Where if we don't have that, our lower back starts to round, and you'll get stuck in this position here, okay? So it's okay if you're here, but the goal eventually you want to open these up like that. So if you're struggling and you're in this position, just put your hands behind your back like this, and then push through, and hold that stretch, and just breathe. If you're not struggling, bring your legs back down, grab your toes, and then pull through that body. Okay, so we have the internal rotation and the external rotation of this hip, which needs to be nice and healthy. Okay, this will help your next part. So whilst you're holding that stretch, now bring your legs out like this. You're gonna bring this leg back in. This is more complex now, watch. You're gonna bring your foot here. So the foot goes beyond the other foot. Then come up like this, so one, come down, then we swap. Come in, then up, okay? What we're trying to do is put our body into a deep squat position here, okay? So allow your knee to open up and then come inside like that, okay? So again, allow your knee to open up and then come up and come down. If this is a problem, you have a tight hip flexor. It's not allowing you to get inside like this, and a tight adductor. So it pulls you, if your leg's stuck like this, it's harder to get up. We want to open up the legs and then pop up like this, okay? So let's just do two more. So two more each side. Coming through, up and down, coming through, up and down, okay? Now, just let your hips breathe for a little bit. If you need to, bring your foot in and bring this out. So let that breathe. And just hold this position for a little bit. I'm going to move around in circles. Then we're going to swap over. So swap the legs, coming through, and then we rotate around. Okay, right. Eyes on me for this one, okay? So watch me first, then go into the position. So we're gonna go back round on ourselves, legs go like this. So watch, it's called the pigeon pose. You're gonna turn your body into this position here, like that, okay? So now give it a go. When you're in that position, I want you to rock right and left, like this. So watch what's going to go on. As we go inside the leg, we start to stretch the adductor. As we come outside, we start to stretch the glute, which is the bum. What we need to do, if you can, is bring this leg over here like that, okay? Then put your hand on your foot, and then put your hand on your knee. Pin down the leg, and just move it around. Really focus on your breathing here. So hold that stretch for me. So now what we need to do is just swap over. So we're going to bring our legs back in like this, raise the other leg up, and push the other leg back out that way like that. Okay? And again, just move left and right, and just open up those hips if you can. Then when you're ready, bring that foot that's in front out even further, put your hand on it and on your knee. Okay, so we're here, we bring it out, hand on top, then rotate like this. And just get it moving. Again, if you're struggling with this, don't do this one yet, just stick to the original pose of this. Okay, the next one, watch, you put your hands down like this, and what we're going to do is bring that leg back in, and then bring this leg up here like this, okay? And just get used to being inside that deep position of the leg in a deep squat motion. It should start to feel a bit looser now. All we're going to do is open that hip up, just do a few of these. Then we're going to swap. So bring your other leg up like this and open it up. So we're going to make this a little bit more advanced in a minute. But just hold this position. Okay. Now hold that position. Bring your other leg up like this, and you're going to sit inside this deep squat position. Okay. If you're struggling, put your hands like this. Okay. Just get used to that. But if you're not, put your feet on the floor and then watch my feet, they're coming up like this. So you go into your toes on each leg. Just open up that deep hip stretch like this. Then when you're ready, you're gonna sit back in the middle, hands like this, and just hold this position. Then go back to relax. Put your hands now back on the mat and just open up those hips for me. Boom. Up and through. Okay. So what we're doing, look, is knee to the floor, swap over, knee to the floor. Swap over, knee to the floor. Okay. Don't worry if you're struggling with this stuff, because you can progress on it. So you can revisit this video as many times as you like, and to practice and improve that mobility of the hip. Okay? So when you've done that now, sit back inside the deep squat. No hands, tap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay? Then when you're ready, just sit down. So do your 6 first, and then just relax, okay? And when you're ready, just sit back down and notice how much more mobile your hips will feel. Your hips now should feel a little bit looser, okay? And then it allows our spine to be a little bit more freer, which then loosens off the lower back. And in our next videos, you'll see how we do some lower back and spine movements to unlock the spine. Nice mobile hips and a nice loose spine allows us to move better and also decreases pain. And when we do train in the gym, we can perform better and we're less likely to get injured. And that is your short, quick hip mobility routine you can follow. Please drop me a comment on what more types of mobility videos you'd want to see. So like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Now one hand, watch my back leg, you can bring it up like this. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my hamstring, oh my God. Do not train legs, so we're gonna skip that one out. Oh God, it hurt.